going back to recording. We're not gonna go where we left our heroes. We've already started. So
Did it capture us?
no, it didn't capture you guys last time. That's
No.
too bad.
Okay. Well, very, very quick, short recap. We were deciding that we left the night the same as, except that Taman decided to hide the ring in his bag. We were not offered to stay the night, a second night. The general is wishing us farewell. We just rolled wisdom. Soraya got a 21 and Taman got a 16.
All right, Soraya, as you roll, as you bow, you notice that he has very peculiar eyes.
How?
They're kind of golden looking, like
Like,
golden irises. You haven't seen this kind of color in any other Deion's eyes.
but they're not like opalescent.
Uh,
They're not like Eladrinized. He still has the pupil.
yes. But definitely
Okay.
gold. Definitely gold. You
Gold.
could say it's almost luminescent in nature.
Luminescent. Does Soraya recognize those kinds of eyes in any other races?
No.
Or would she, rather?
No. Wait, roll. You gotta roll.
That would be intelligence. That would be a 16.
Uh, maybe Flan, maybe vampires. It's official, vampires have glowing eyes.
But I haven't thusly seen a golden set of eyes.
No, vampires are reddish.
Just the glowing eyes are the only thing that seem familiar, and the only place I've seen them are Flan, when she was possessed, or even after that. Just like, or you mean her eyes at night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, when light shines in. So, only when it's pitch black, you really can't see. You know, like a cat's eyes.
Mm-hmm. And did he have gold eyes before?
You don't know, because you never actually got a good look at him. It's just that.
He also could have been wearing a helmet.
Okay, so,
Anyway.
that said, I guess you're off, right?
Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, we are. Think it was an honor to help. Oh yeah, I already said that anyway. So I say yes. We really must get going. Hopefully our master will understand the delay or accept the delay.
He comes up to Taman and says this boy is a fine warrior. And he looks at you, Taman, and looks at your hand where the ring would be.
Does Soraya notice this?
Yes.
So, yes, he is quite useful. And then
you have safe travels. Hopefully.
Thank you.
Hopefully, you won't encounter any dangers.
Yes, I hope so as well. And you have safe travels as well, along with your men. And then
future men.
I give a sort of solemn nod and bid adieu, and then gather Alexia and Taman to go out of the house.
Yes. So as you go out, you actually in this setting you actually don't encounter a lady.
Okay.
And then the night goes, and you travel for the day. And now
I'm sorry, what was that?
you travel for the day.
Okay.
So when you get to the other side, it's actually, is it a full day or is it a full day's walk? Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, pull up your map.
That one. So you're here, right?
It's the middle, so it's a full 2 days travel. So it's not a full day of walking; it's just a full day's travel.
Okay, so at nighttime.
So it takes. Well, actually, we'd get there at sunset if the river thing is closer to the edge.
It is closer to the edge. Actually, no, you'd get there at night.
Okay, if it's in the middle, it's in the middle. All right.
Yes, so it's at night. Actually, it's just after sunset. The moon's high. Oh, the moon's high. This moon, that one. Just anyway. The moon's high, and what's it called? You notice the Hitler boy there. I mean, the young D&E group.
Yes.
You're calling them Hitler Youth Q now?
I just said it for fun. Just to amuse you, Martin.
Well, I mean, I don't remember what the actual group is called, but it seems accurate.
It's East Amoeba Youth Group. So anyway, you see him.
Okay.
And we're still in the forested area?
You're on the road, and yes, you're in the forest area.
Okay.
You see him particularly because of your eyes, your special eyes.
My dark vision eyes. So, sorry, I just have to ask because I was under the understanding that we were not able to change the battle circumstances.
Yeah,
is this still the case? Or are you allowing us a chance?
I'm allowing you to do what you want.
Okay.
But allowing you to meta a little bit with some knowledge.
Okay.
So, that said, okay, you have your worries about him. You could
Oh yeah, I mean,
you could leave,
if you
and you leave him that way. So you can avoid the trouble, or
well, at this point in, the game, or at this point in seeing him, he's just in that weird stance. I don't see a look of pain on his face, unless you're saying.
No. It looks like he's diligently on the watch.
Yeah, just in that kind of odd pose.
Yes.
And
then every once in a while, he paces.
Yeah. Actually, can you hold on one quick second? All right, sorry.
Where are my pictures? Where are my files? D&D. There we go. And yes.
All right. Sorry about that. I mean, Soraya's main worries was, we don't know if he was told that we'd be traveling with cart by the admiral, so we don't want to look like we're, conspicuous. And the other worry was, well, if we run into trouble, like we had such worries of before, then we don't want to put the items at risk.
Yes, that is true.
Um,
Counting your passive wisdom, you will know that Alexia has not used her teleportation.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that was a given.
All right.
Um,
There we go.
so I mean, at this, yeah, because that was the other, like, I was really battling with that. So, I mean, I would bring up that with Taman and Alexia.
Okay, so
Um,
you see him first.
oh, actually, one thing really quick.
What?
Taman and I wouldn't have had that exchange about the ring yet, would we?
No, not anymore.
Okay. So she would still want to be talking with him, but be trying to get to the red cards first to get to safe ground. Anyway,
Yes.
so
Role play. Begin.
Yes.
No more meta.
yeah. All right. So Soraya would, have us stop and want to figure out, basically stop and look between Alexia and Taman. It's like, okay, so I do recognize this guy. It's the boy from the town, the one that questioned my lineage. Sorry.
Yeah, I heard whispers.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Soraya would look to Alexia, basically saying, I recognize this guy. He's the one who questioned my lineage. As much as I want to skip past, as much as I want to, go past him, I'm worried that he somehow has news about our cart. I don't want him to question where it is, especially with us saying we were in a hurry. What are your guys' thoughts?
Alexia says, well, I'd say we just go ahead and go straight. We just skip to the red cards. But I mean, if he's a really picky little runt, I'm not too worried. It seems like he's got a lot of respect, but he also is also a bit of a nuisance in that town. I don't even think that's his hometown. Well, actually, no, that is definitely his hometown, now that I think about it. But I don't think he garners much respect there. That's my opinion. I think he definitely steps on some toes. But I have a feeling among his own colleagues, he might have some influence.
So you're saying that he wouldn't have news about our cart?
No.
And he also doesn't know which direction we came from either. So we could skip past him.
Maybe, kind of. I don't know.
I don't want to risk the items.
She looks at Taman. Taman, you got a word on this?
Sorry, not in character. Could you repeat what was happening? Sorry.
Soraya voiced her concerns about walking past the guard. We skipped over the bridge last time because we didn't want to deal with, being carded like what was trying to be instated before. He's already questioned my lineage beforehand in the town and was kind of shut down by one of the elders, so he may have a grudge against that. However, if he got news from higher ups about us passing through and needing to get through, we don't want to seem conspicuous being through there without a cart. Alexia said that, he seems like he doesn't garner much respect. And then Soraya mentioned that, no one saw us go over this bridge, so who's to say that, who's to say that they know we have to go through here?
Right. So question is, should we go up and talk to him, or should we not?
Well, no. It's a matter of, should we try to pass over the bridge, or should we try to get over past to the red cards? The only issue is that Alexia can only do it twice per day. She can only take the cart or us.
Yeah.
So it'd basically be her getting the items to the red cards, and
then coming back.
And that would be it.
I should
So-
not help you guys.
No.
Please stop.
I mean, we could always just stay the night. Or, yeah, you know what? I guess just explaining that to everyone, she'd kind of try and take charge and just say, you know, Alexia, let's double back. We will, what's it called? You know, let's double back a bit, enough for your teleportation to be inconspicuous. You can take the items to the red cards, and then you can make your way back here tonight or in the morning. Tonight. And then tomorrow we can, you know, get through or get over past the bridge, or just have us taken to the red cards, because they needed the supplies. They were running low. They need the items. I don't want to risk the items.
It sounds like a plan.
We can even just camp out of sight.
Yeah, so that's why Soraya said to double back. So we'll go off the path. We'll, you know, be out of the way. That way we're not easily spotted and the items are safe at the red cards.
All right.
As far as the best place to bring the items, or wait, let's see. I was gonna say something. Do the red cards have like a barn or something? Or no, sorry, that wasn't what I was gonna ask. Is Alexia able to take the donkey as well as the cart? Or just the cart? Like, is it a matter of weight or size?
Hold on.
Because I think you said like a 10 by 10 space.
Yes. I think
So anything in the 10 by 10 space?
let me check. Hold on.
Do it 4 more times.
D, teleportation, 5E, D, and D.
Because I'm trying to remember if you said a 10. Yeah, I think you said, yeah,
It can't be
You
held or
specifically-
carried by an unwilling creature.
you specifically said a 10 by 10 space.
10 by, yeah. It must be able to fit entirely in a 10 by 10 foot cube, and it can't be held or carried by an unwilling creature. Or 8 willing creatures of your choice, or a single object that you can see within range. Alexia says, "Ugh, I can't take the donkey because it's a living creature, and I can't. I haven't been able to get that. Very few of my very. I may not be able to do it safely though.
Or the donkey.
If I include the donkey, it may not be safe. I've never tried. She says I've never tried it before. I don't think that's a good idea.
Considering the luck we had with birds. All right, so Soraya would say, you know, let's, you know, just get the items there tonight. You can explain. We can explain to the red. You can explain to the red cards, you know, what's going on, and that we'll be bringing the donkey around. We just wanted to,
No problem.
yeah.
No problem. All right.
and
Ready.
just whatever the best place was. So if there was a barn, I'd tell her to, you know, put the cart in the barn, just someplace where it wouldn't
Yeah,
be,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I got it.
Nice.
I got
All
it.
right.
All right. She spits on her hands.
Wait, Alexia.
Yeah.
You need something to get back here, right? An item, bark,
Oh, that helps.
rock.
That definitely helps.
You don't want a repeat of the other day.
Well, I mean, we're here right now, and I mean, we've been here twice, so I'm not too worried. But if you really think so, give me a little something of yours.
Hold on.
Wait, don't we have that ring? We have the ring. I have a ring. Yeah, this could work out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can bring you back to me.
Well, I mean,
That may work. Oh.
No, we're a little too far for that. Let's just go ahead.
Hold on.
Let me just switch rings. It'll be easy. It's your item.
Hold on.
Alexia looks at it. I think you.
Oh, is this role play?
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't trying to say hold on. Right there.
Alexia looks at it and says, I think you're overthinking this. The ring is yours.
Right.
This ring is mine. Okay. The strength of our connection will be the strength of the association will be very strong. I'll make it here.
Joseph, I have to ask, how big is one of those squares?
What do you
Or
mean?
one of those hexagons? Miles wise. Is it
you made the thing.
I think it says it at the bottom.
Oh, let me go ahead and check the map.
Does it? Oh, it's a full day's travel. How much is a full day's travel in D&D?
Looking through D&D.
I think it's 30 miles.
Hold on. No, we're not looking at Beast, Venture. Hold on.
Yeah, it's 30 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so each of those hexagons is 30 miles. The ring of summoning
Yes.
summons a person from within the person. Oh yeah, it summons a person within the matching ring or with the matching ring from up to 30 miles. So yeah, what we'll do is Alexia, you take the cart. Oh shoot, but the donkey. Gosh darn it. Never mind.
Alexia looks and says, I told you you're overthinking it.
Like Sarah kind of mutters, just trying to save time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, carry on then.
All right. She spits on her hands again. And then she puts her hands on the... she unties the donkey. And then she spits on her hands again. And puts her hands on the cart. Tammin, roll wisdom.
Tammin, roll wisdom? Okay.
Wait,
I
wait,
got
wait.
Oh my god. What?
Welcome to war.
Mm.
Now you, my girl, have definitely you've got small
I'd
roll,
have
Tammin?
finest weapons and armor.
What's your roll,
I
Tammin?
got a total of 18.
Yeah, you figured that she doesn't need to spit on her hands.
oh.
She's just doing it for show. Anyway. She teleports. The cart's gone. So is she.
Good doing business with you.
Okay.
Time passes.
How much time passes?
An hour.
An hour.
Yes. Alexia comes back. And she does a flip and a land.
Sarah claps a little, like a golf clap.
And she looks at you and says, Dan, you've been waiting there the whole time? Figured you'd start at camp. Okay, now what?
I'm pretty sure we would have made some sort of camp, at least
Well,
like
you didn't
with
say
food.
anything.
Well, you said an hour passes,
Yeah.
and I said an hour passes, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Alexia comes back.
We were not. You didn't tell us. You said time passes and then an hour passes.
Yes.
Like there's no in between for us to react to.
Anyway,
Well,
so
you didn't say anything.
okay, so Soraya, just hearing that, just sort of shrugs and does this summon food, like create food spell,
Okay, so you create food.
and like food and water feed the donkey and everyone else.
All right, so everybody gets fed.
Yeah. So it's an hour after sunset, and so we can either stay here for the night, or we can try and get past the bridge area, going around, or wait until we see the guard leave the bridge and then go past. Any thoughts?
It's your choice. Ball's in your court. You decide what you want to do.
I looked at Taman.
Wait.
Could do that in the morning. Oh, wait. The donkey.
D&D. This is it's my dad's here. I'm just doing off a book and I'm just talking to him about what's going on.
Hey, Rachel. Rude.
Well, no, she can't. The mic didn't pick you up here yet. But anyway. Proceed, guys.
Wait, we couldn't take the donkey with us?
No, not with the teleporting. Because it's an unwilling party. However, curious, does the summoning ring work if they're wearing the ring around on a necklace? Because it just says someone with the matching ring.
No. You have to hold it.
I mean, I could also speak with animals or animal friendship or something.
Okay, first off, what are you trying to do? Role play it out, guys. It's nighttime. You've made camp. You've made food. Okay.
Yeah.
The night's still going.
Taking a moment to figure out the easiest way to get home. You know what? Make the food, distribute it. While doing that, ask Alexia. So, did you? How were the red cards?
Oh, they're fine. I just brought the card over, told them what was up, told them that we'll be there soon. They said they'll handle it. They'll go ahead and work something out, and get back to the party. Everything will be fine.
Party.
You guys.
Oh, to get back to the party.
Yes.
I thought you meant the other kind of party. Anyway. So. I was thinking, in regards to the donkey, is it a matter that it's a non-sentient creature, or does it just need to be willing?
It just gotta trust me, really. It's gotta not hate me, really. I mean, the donkey doesn't have a problem with me, at least not yet.
Hmm.
I mean, I think it trusts me. And she looks at the donkey, and the donkey just doesn't seem to give a fuck.
You were kind of cutting out there, Joseph.
Okay, so she looks at the donkey, and she's kind of just, yeah, whatever.
Got it. Taman,
Yeah?
you have that spell that allows you to speak with animals, don't you?
Yes?
Alexia, if we have the donkey agree with you, or agree with us that it's going to, well, if we try to explain the situation to it and it agrees, would that potentially help?
I don't see why not. It wouldn't hurt. I mean, but I don't think that's necessary. I mean, I'm pretty sure as long as I give it food and it might say it just as long as the animal trusts me, it'll probably work out. I mean, I haven't, you know. I mean, I've never teleported animals before, but I don't think it's much of a problem.
Maybe some other time I will
I
be
mean-
good this. TVs, palm reading.
Well, you did teleport an animal before.
Maybe you should
Yeah,
tell me.
because it trusted us.
Very well. I, again, would just like to play on the safe side considering the investment that it is.
Yeah, I understand.
Alright. So,
I mean, if you
First
want to
thing
do
in-
that, go ahead.
I suppose we can just take care of it first thing in the morning, when its memory is fresh, and when you're recharged. Soraya makes air quotes.
Okay.
Very well.
Nighttime passes. It's morning.
Yeah.
Alright. So, what do?
We have leftovers of my spell from last night, so we have food and water for it all.
Alright. Do you do anything else? You eat. Replenished. All of you are replenished.
Are we able to see the bridge at all?
Yes.
Is the boy still there?
Yes.
In the same position?
How many days has it been since? It's been a full day, right?
Since what?
Since you left the town, right?
It has been a full day, yeah, since we left the town, and another day since I personally last saw him.
Okay. Hold on.
So, yeah. Are you looking for Lucia?
Looking for information.
I don't know where she would be.
Hold on.
To what?
Where is it? Wait. Hold on. Still looking for things. Looking at rules. Oh, there we go. Or you guys can help me.
With what?
Exhaustion.
I'll try.
I'm looking for information on exhaustion.
Some special abilities and environmental hazards such as starvation and long-term effects of freezing or scorching temperatures can lead to a special condition called exhaustion. Exhaustion is measured in 6 levels.
What page
In
is that?
effect, I'm just looking online. It's part of Roll20.net,
Oh, okay.
D&D 5e.
Okay. Keep going. Oh wait, keep reading. Rachel? Oh, did you drop information for me? Oh, thank you. Bu-
Oh,
terrible, Martin.
No, you don't know why I'm laughing.
Okay. Be honest with me. How long? Okay, Martin, I'll ask you, since it doesn't seem like you've been paying attention. How long does it take for someone to get dehydrated, Martin? Or start suffering effects from dehydration?
3 days. Well, probably 2 days, but
Depends on the person and the weather. But like if it's hot, then it can be a lot less than that. But in like a normal, comfortable room
We're
temperature,
in summertime, right? Yeah.
but are we tropical, temperate, polar climate? Where are we? Climate.
Where are we climate-wise? We're in the forest, right?
yeah, like Asian forest. So the general rule is 3 days
It
with
would be temperate, so yeah, it'd probably be about 3 days and about 7 for death by dehydration.
well,
I thought it was a lot shorter. I thought it was 2 days before you died dehydration.
no, it's no. It's 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food, 3 minutes without air.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the general rule. Two days is where they'd be like,
What
I
about
am
what if that
dang
person
thirsty.
hasn't? What if that person didn't have sleep?
sleep deprivation.
Sleep deprivation takes a lot longer to be fatal, but
Okay. So I'm gonna say this right now. Okay. How long does it take for a how long do you think? Okay, you know what? Actually, I'll put it this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So when you look at the bridge, Soraya, roll perception. Or who's looking at the bridge right now?
I am.
Okay, Soraya, roll perception.
$22.
Oh, okay. So you notice that the boy is still there. He looks exhausted. He looks really tired. Perhaps the most tired child you've ever seen before.
My heart goes out to him. Oh man. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I wouldn't know what to do. And he's just been standing there
Yeah?
and pacing, like no rest, whatever.
You don't know that. Seems to be consistent. Roll wisdom. Beat 10. No, actually, beat 12.
I got 16.
Okay. Yeah, you think that he might have been there, awake, all night, pacing, without food or water.
Looking for my husband this week. Check the yard's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days. Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerstone. Be careful.
What if you cross the river to the
They
east?
treat them like
What do you do?
need something? What do you need? There's a root here inside.
Okay, Tamit, you notice that Soraya is agitated. She looks out to the bridge and notices that she's got this face of pain in her eyes. A sense of longing.
It's a shame.
like she wants to become the kid,
Yeah.
but knows that isn't really a good idea.
Yeah. Wait, what's your passive wisdom?
I have +4 to wisdom.
So you're 4. Okay, yeah. She looks like she's contemplating really hard about what to do.
Um, it's really hard not to go with what happened last time. The meta things.
Well, then
But
think about what your characters would do.
Again, in character. You know what?
In character, I think Cameron would also want to help. He has been a starving child before.
Soraya gathers some food and water,
And I help.
and she then holds up her hand to Taman and says, I will go alone to him and offer these things. Alexia, and I look at her very seriously, and I take off my matching ring and give it to her and say, if there's any sign of trouble, I'll give a signal, or take a defensive stance, and I want you to teleport me out of there, and we'll immediately teleport away
Got it.
back to the red cards.
Okay. Oh, there's still more. Okay. All right.
My best case scenario for me is telling him that we have camp and that we were set up a bit of a ways away. I saw him and wanted to give this to him, and then I come back here and we teleport away.
All right.
That's the best case scenario. Otherwise, I just want to get out of here as fast as possible. I don't want to run into any trouble now that we're so close to getting back to the red cards.
Got it.
All right. So with that, and then she tells Taman to begin talking to the animal as soon as I'm talking to the donkey to basically inform him of what's going on and what may happen as soon as I'm out of the clearing or out of the forest.
All right.
All right. So with that, Soraya takes the bundle of food and water and goes over to the bridge.
All right. So as you go to the bridge, boy sees you, and he looks really tired, and he's not doing much, but he seems to be like under a trance.
Almost like he's that half asleep sort of state.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm just walking as normal. I'm obviously holding a bag of something in front of me. Just the bundle of food and water and stuff. I'm just walking calmly up to him, and I kind of greet him
Roleplay it out.
Well, I was gonna ask whatever the proper term was for a greeting.
Hola.
In order to roleplay it out, because I'm assuming that Lady Red Card would have taught that to us.
Yeah, she did. Okay. Well, just say, I don't know, konnichiwa? That works?
Sure.
Ohayo?
Yeah, Ohayo.
And it's like,
That's a greeting.
yeah, it's like, good morning. You weren't supposed to come here around this time.
I'm sorry?
And then, what's it called? He says, the Will-O-Wisps, they don't really come out in the daytime.
They don't. You are correct, but
what
does that have to do with my being here?
Please help me. I've been cursed.
By what? Who?
And you see tears running down his face, and he says, the Admiral.
serious look on my face and ask me, what did he do? What happened? Why did he do? What happened?
He cast a spell on me, told me to work on my regular position, go to my regular post, to wait for you. You should arrive around nighttime. And if I were to meet you, I would have to fight you.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. It cut out.
If I meet you, I would have to fight you.
But
If you don't lift, you have to find a way to lift the curse. I can't leave from this spot. I can't sleep. I can eat the food, but I can't sleep.
why did he want me to fight you?
I don't know. I don't know why, but he's not who I thought he was. He's different. Don't trust him. And then, like, is that food?
And I immediately go up to him and offer the food and the water. Like,
He's eating it furiously. And you see him relax, but he's also really worried. He says, we can't meet at nighttime.
I understand. Are you still hungry? We have more food and water, plenty.
If you can leave some, yeah, that'll work out. But you have to find a way. Get help, please.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm looking over.
You really want to drill him for information, don't you?
Yes and no. I'm trying to see if I have a cure curse, like a remove curse. I'm pretty sure I do. I thought I did.
Check your character profile.
That's what I'm looking over right now. I have bestow curse. Dispel magic.
Is that a picture of text or is that a real text?
This is my text. I wrote it down.
Oh.
This is
Oh.
I prepared this character ahead of time.
Are you online or is that Word?
This is online on Google Docs. That way I can
Oh.
access it anytime.
But you can't edit it. Only
I can edit it right now.
Yes, I have remove curse.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You didn't. I'm assuming you have that spell prepared, right? Actually, yeah. You didn't do anything.
It's always available.
All right.
Alright. I would have first, let's see. So I wouldn't have brought that up, but, I would have gone to get the food first and said, I'll be right back.
It's just okay.
I promise.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay. And he relaxes and he seems to be in a state of comfort.
So then Soraya, walks, kind of speed walks back to not cause a huge amount of alarm. To then go back to the camp and relay what happened. Do you want us to roleplay that out?
Yeah.
Okay. So Soraya then kind of speeds up as soon as she's within eyeshot of the camp and says that something's not right there. He says he was cursed to stand at that place by the Admiral in order to fight me. He, hasn't slept, he hadn't eaten or been able to drink. He had to stand at that place. I have a spell that can remove his curse. I was coming back to get more food, but this doesn't seem right. I do want to trust him, but at the same time, if I do trust him, what does that mean for, what does that mean for him if he has the curse removed? And what's it called? It's basically relays the situation and says, I'm worried if I remove the curse, what the Admiral will do to him, but if I don't remove the curse, he could end up staying there until he dies.
Tammin definitely would look angry at the Admiral. He is not happy. He has been not in that exact position, but he's been a starving child.
I don't know what would happen to him if he went back without the curse. Let's see. They could try and grill him for information, and we could try and get some answers out of him as well, but he didn't know why the Admiral wanted him to fight me. But I suppose it's a good thing that we didn't go at nighttime. He would have had the Will-O-Wisps assist him. I'm going to go bring food and water regardless, but is there anything that I should ask him? Any objections to removing the curse?
Well, it says, "Yeah, you do what you want. I mean, we got our plan out of here, okay? And what happens? I know." Lexi looks and says, "I know where your heart is, Soraya, okay? But the bigger picture,
Soraya kind of
it's not like your quest here is to save a child. Flan was a particular case. He is very much part of the enemy. We can still help him. We will help him, and really, he's on his own."
Soraya kind of makes unhappy face, but nods.
Tim speaks up and says, "I want to help him."
Past bringing him food and removing the curse?
I don't know. I have been a starving child. I want to help him.
Soraya kind of nods and starts to gather up more of the food. What's it called? Yeah, gathers enough for like a full day's worth of food for him. Let's see. I'll ask what questions I can. I'm going to help him no matter what, but I do understand. Yeah, but I haven't lost sight of the reason we're really here, Alexia. Don't worry about that.
I believe you.
Okay. And Soraya kind of nods and just gathers the thing and kind of looks to Tammin and is like, is there anything else you think we should do?
Okay. Make sure you mark off how much food you're gonna give them.
It's basically a full day's worth of food for, one person, I believe.
Is that the magic food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it spoils if it's not eaten in 24 hours. So he has until that night to eat all the food.
You asked if there's anything else we should do. I mean, okay, even if we remove the curse, he could get in trouble.
And if we don't remove the curse, he could stay there till he dies.
Yeah.
I can ask him those things. He knows the general better than I do, and he knows D better than I do. Modern D, at least.
Can we take him with us? Would that?
No. Soraya kind of looks like she's struggling and just says, no. We don't know him well enough. The red cards, we can't bring him there.
Yeah.
If if we get into trouble, if we are really on some sort of hit list, we can't let them know where our safe house is. We can't put the red cars in danger.
Kind of looks frustrated, but nods in understanding.
I can advise him to just go somewhere else. I can give him gold. I can give him more things to try and help him, but we can't bring him with us. That's the only thing we can't do.
Well, you know what? I'll be back. I'm gonna check my beer. You guys have to go figure out something.
Well, just okay. All right. Well, Soraya kind of already has her answer. She's just unhappy, and really, I don't think there is anything else we can do unless you want to look at your item list.
I don't think there's anything I could provide that would help more than what we're already doing.
Yeah, I'm not carrying anything extra. I mean, I could give him a ration.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably give him a ration and some of the magic food. Yeah. This is sad. I almost would have rather fought him and not known this sad thing. But I guess that answers my question of last time, that he would have attacked me rather than you guys.
Yeah.
Probably because I'm Dian. Supposedly. So with that, the Admiral's probably on basically not D's side, but yeah, very big stretch if he's an Oni. Extremely huge stretch.
Okay, I'm
Anyway.
back.
Okay, so Soraya gathers up the things to go bring him food and water, also bringing the magic food and water for a day's worth, because it'll expire basically until basically at nighttime after when it was first summoned, and also bringing a ration bar as well.
Alright, subtract
Which-
one ration bar from
yeah.
your inventory.
Already did.
Alright, you bring it to him.
Yep, going and bringing basically that whole bundle over to him.
He says,
And I inform him, this food here and this water, it must be eaten within 24 hours. It's
arigato, onegai-chan.
and then she then gives him the ration bar of this is a solid bar. It's meant for the day. It will not expire. You can save it for later, whatever the case may be. I can remove the curse, but
You could?
I need to ask you, and I need you to think about this seriously. Will you get punished if the curse is removed?
He looks really strange.
What will happen to you
He looks strange. He says,
if you return without the curse? If the Admiral is the one who cast it on you?
he looks at you strange and says, why would you think I'll get in trouble? That's not the Admiral. It's something else.
You told me the Admiral put the curse on you, though.
Yes, but it wasn't him. It only looked like him. The Admiral, when he came through here, he was a nice man. And when he was in town, he wasn't the same person. And then when he wouldn't cast a curse on me. It's not him. This is impossible. Must be an imposter.
Soraya kind of.
It might be an Oni.
Just describe to me why you think it's an Oni.
He's really nervous. He says,
And I assure him, it's like, I'm not judging. It's just
this was.
I need to know.
And he looks at you like serious with his head's down. It looks like he's struggling to try to bring the words up to him.
And I kind of reach out and I touch his hand. It's like, the last time I saw him, something seemed off about him as well. If I see him again, I need to know what to look out for if he is after me.
I've already said it, so it's too late. But there's an Oni out there. It's been it's been hunting and attacking the offerings. When the admiral passed by here, I gave him no warning of a potential Oni that might strike. And I guess it didn't help out too much. And a tear ran down his face.
I kind of pat his hand again, and I ask him, this may seem like an odd question, but were the Admiral's eyes always gold?
Gold? No. No, he had beautiful brown eyes with a touch of crimson. And you see him go. He goes in a dreamy state.
Gosh, fanboy.
And he says,
Anyway.
And it says he had this warmth and power in his eyes, not this stalking being. His eyes are not gold. That monster's eyes is gold.
Soraya nods and says, those are the color eyes that I saw when I saw him yesterday.
He looked at you, and he's like, he might be after you.
We got rooms and food.
Why would an Oni be after me?
Just need a room. Talk to Delphine.
I haven't...
Well, you have a foreigner with you.
Take a look.
Onis like foreigners. They have a particular penchant for stalking foreigners.
So they want to... So I didn't catch that word right there. Penchant, you said?
Like a habit, like ooh, like I really like this, and kind of stuff. Like they love.
Oh,
like,
a knack for following.
Yeah, a lovable
foreigners.
habit.
It's not a knack. A knack is more of a talent. It's something they tend to do.
To hunt or to locate or to... I didn't catch that word either. A habit of...
A penchant is just something that someone tends to do.
Okay, but of hunting foreigners or of...
Yes, hunting foreigners. I don't know why, but he must have something. I don't know why, but Onis tend to desire foreigners. Much is a mystery about the Oni.
Soraya kind of nods.
He's gonna roll for history.
Soraya would roll for history as well, see if there's anything she recalls.
No, just okay. Fine, go ahead.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Got a 12.
Well, it is. Well, you may not know this, sister, but Onis do like jewelry.
Jewelry.
Mm-hmm. Particularly the ones held by foreigners. They don't often. They only stock. You know, they only stock our brothers and sisters if they have a particularly fascinating jewels with them. Fascinating objects, rings, and other sorts. But they tend to like the foreigners.
I will keep that in mind.
He's gonna roll intelligence. Nah, no way. Got nothing.
It's like, okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. So, Soraya then, nods and says, thank you very much for telling me all this. Thank you for the warning. Basically says that. And then grasps both his hands. And I tell him to close his eyes.
He nods his head, closes his eyes.
Then she speaks. What's it called? I rid this lecherous and crippling curse from you, dear brother, and cast the remove curse spell.
Success!
Yeah.
You lay...
Right.
Magic happens on him, he's like... And then he falls to his knees and goes, oh... And then and then he kind of just leans back against the side of the bridge.
All right, and then Soraya kind of gathers.
And it looks like he's just trying to let himself go to sleep. But he seems like he's overexhausted to just fall asleep immediately.
I kind of like grab his hand and kind of squeeze it, like, brother, is it safe for you to fall asleep here? If, asking me, is there anywhere you can go?
Back to town. But if the Oni still wants to play his game, then he might leave town. Or he might be here. I don't know. But I can go to a different town.
I would recommend that if the Oni is still in town.
This is scared.
You can always write. Perhaps you could write a letter to one of your fellow soldiers there, asking them about the admiral.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of gather the food and water and the ration item over to him. He's this should help you get to the next town. Thank you for all your assistance, and please rest well. Yeah. Please rest well and please stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like he was about to say something else. I think I interrupted.
No, he's about to fall asleep.
Okay. It's like, are you sure you're okay to sleep here? Perhaps under the bridge would be safer?
Actually, take me to the forest. If we could stay here till nighttime, I can. I'll be safe with the Will-O-Wisp.
He's asking if we could stay there until nighttime.
Yes. Also, he hugs you and says thank you.
Okay. And for the record, I don't have anything on me besides the clothes and the food.
I figured.
Yeah. I ask him what time the Will-O-Wisps come out around here.
Just after sunset. Sometimes they'll come out during sunset if it's winter time.
And it was summer right now, correct? We can stay here for some time. I have to figure out if we can stay until sunset, but I can see the bridge from our camp. You know, I need to go back and gather a few more things, but I will be near. So take a moment to rest. And with that, I kind of take my leave, and assuming there's no other arguments.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So with that, go back to Taman and Alexia and the donkey.
All right. She's back.
And
Guys. She's back.
Alexia saying that. And Soraya is just looking kind of distraught, just like, kind of feeling. It's like,
So how'd it go?
I was able to remove the curse, and I also got some answers. Katie, if you're looking for the rolls there... Oh, you already have the rolls.
Oh.
He is afraid, based on what I told him about when I last saw the Admiral, and from when he last saw the Admiral, there's an Oni on the loose that is particularly fond of foreigners. I don't know what an Oni is, but it's apparently fierce enough that the boy fears being alone.
Do we have anything to recognize the Oni besides its apparent draw to foreigners?
It has gold eyes. I didn't really get a description past that. I should have asked him. He was so tired, though, after I removed the curse.
I'm going to roll to see if gold eyes sounds familiar to me at all. I got an 18.
Let me figure something out.
And for the record, I don't know that Oni translates to giant, right? In Dian? Or do I know that?
You have no idea.
Okay.
No, you got nothing.
Okay.
Taman, you wouldn't know. Wait, yeah, you had to roll, like, really fucking high.
Haven't I spent most of my life on an island with giants?
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. Well, no, their eyes don't glow.
but they're gold.
Oh, yes. Let me see if that's a feature.
I would think so with the various types of giants.
Yes. You know that certain giants have gold eyes. Particularly. Oh wait, I gotta check this kind of giant. Particularly fire giants. Wait. Fire giants particularly have gold eyes.
Okay.
That seems to be a more common trait. Although sometimes their eyes are a bit different. Typically, I'm gonna say like it's a dominant. It's a dominant feature. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know enough about fire giants that they are the war making giants that hold very little they're the ones who are most likely to be in combat. They're martial experts, feudal lords. They are very much like the cloud giant and the storm giant. You know, they're just not as aristocratic. They're just more the warrior.
Okay.
So, that said, if there's any similarity at all, this individual is very aggressive and intelligent.
Okay.
And I add in, I didn't get a description other than behaviors. It had other than behaviors, and it has gold eyes. It's drawn to foreigners, and particularly likes their jewelry. I noticed that it looked at your ring earlier, and that the admiral looked at your ring yesterday and specifically this morning, and also had the gold eyes. The boy said that that he fears that an Oni is somehow controlling the admiral or taking his place. That I wasn't able to get a firm grasp of a description on, but I would like to stay at least until he has a proper rest. He says that come nighttime, he will be safe with the will-o-wisps around. I don't know if we should stay until nighttime, but I want him to be able to defend himself.
Well, Tammy?
Well, what? Oh.
She's
So
yeah.
I recognize.
Sorry, I
I
don't really like these long
that
pauses.
fire giants tend to have gold eyes, but I mean, do fire giants have any kind of shape-shifting tendency? Okay. Do I have enough to suspect that this would be a fire giant, and should I mention it? That's what I need to do.
Moderating ring.
Should you mention it, I have no idea. That's up to your character. Hold on, let me read this.
Taemin, this is the voice of logic. Also keep in mind, your freaking ring was vibrating.
Yeah.
Fire giants definitely do not have any shape-shifting abilities whatsoever. However, cloud giants do.
Okay. And my ring was vibrating. So I definitely suspect. I think I'm definitely suspecting it's a giant of some kind.
Yes. However, you also know that cloud giants do not turn into, do not shapeshift into any particular person. They just turn into gaseous forms.
And fire giants who are the ones who tend to have golden eyes tend to be more warriors, not mages.
Yes.
And would therefore unlikely to have any kind of polymorph or illusion spell.
Yes.
Unless they were working for someone who had one.
Yes. I can hear you guys just agonizing.
Well,
So
I'm not
much to it. Just so
I'm
much.
not agonizing. My character is agonizing, but I'm calm as ever. Soraya's wanting to stay until the kid at least has a few hours nap.
Yeah.
and-
Okay. So yeah. Wait. I got that. Taman. So
So once again, the ball's in your court, Taman.
balls in your court, man.
Yeah, I know.
Are you pacing?
I'm not pacing right now, but I'm considering it. So. Since we went back, Soraya doesn't know about the giants. But she does suspect.
No. Well, she knows about giants, but just only the general info of they are gigantic lumbering beasts. She knows what an Oni is now, but not by description.
Right. But she doesn't know about my connection to giants.
Yes.
She knows that you both need to talk.
Yes,
About-
she knows we need to talk. So she knows something is up with me, but she doesn't know what yet.
Exactly. Yeah, because the conversation never happened.
Yes. Now, judging by how the conversation could have happened, I'd say it's looking pretty good.
All right. Well, while you're struggling with that, Soraya would have been looking between Alexia and Taman and saying, do you guys have any objections to staying at least for a few hours? We have our plan, but if this Oni really is looking for us, do you think it would be better to leave right away?
Like he says, I don't mind waiting, and honestly, if there's the three of us, you, me, Taman, and then we got the boy. and we
Who's
got the-
asleep?
Yeah, who's asleep? But we also got the Will-O-Wisp on this side.
Who only come out after sunset.
Yes.
So
And we still got a backup plan to get out.
we do.
What are will-o-wisps?
Wandering spirits who are akin to fire.
Okay.
So, I mean, even if we are attacked at night, I mean, we would have the advantage. And if we are attacked in the daytime, well, I mean, we could see it coming. And we
Sorry,
could get out.
Soraya kind of nods. It's like, yes, we can at least stay for a little bit. That's what I'd like to do. The boy seems comfortable enough to leave at night because of the will-o-wisps being able to watch him and go with him. So sunset would be the latest that we'd be here. So I guess with that, we wouldn't have any objections. So Taman, once again, the ball is in your court as to whether you want to mention anything.
Yeah,
I mean-
yeah. Do you want to mention anything?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, well,
I mean,
with the idea of staying, in mind, Soraya would perch herself nice and pretty, in a good spot to watch the bridge. But then while watching the bridge, ask the question, is there anything that... Yeah, so it seems odd that a Oni would be interested in foreigner jewelry, even if it's just a regular piece of jewelry. But is there anything that would maybe attract an Oni or some creature to your ring, Taemin?
Oh.
She's pretty calm at this point, just more focusing on the bridge.
Balls on your court.
Sorry, what was that?
Balls in your court.
So Soraya's asking, it seems like as odd a behavior as it is for a creature to take particular interest in foreigner jewelry, air quotes, I guess I'll have to accept that. But is there anything that would maybe make what's it called? Make them particularly fond of your ring? Alexia is wearing jewelry. I'm wearing jewelry, but he only seemed to focus on your ring.
Seems Taemin kind of thinks for a bit. It seems like internal debate. Like it was.
You notice that he's in internal debate, Soraya.
He was given me by.
He has to think about this.
It was given to me by my patron.
Patron.
Okay, we should probably go live now. We're gonna go live on roleplay.
Yeah. So Soraya said, Soraya asked back.
Let me know if you want to do roles.
All right. So Soraya asked back, patron.
I nod. Still seeming kind of troubled and thinking.
Soraya,
you know
kind
that
of
he is troubled.
Right. Soraya kind of shifts in her place a little bit and turns a little bit more towards Taemin, looking a bit more thoughtful. Would this happen to be part of the reason why you didn't tell us about the body yesterday?
I nod, though I also say, though now with this revelation, it seems possible, at least, that the Admiral or whatever has taken his place was responsible.
Responsible for what?
The soldiers. Their condition.
Leslie looks at you as she says, "He killed them!"
Soraya just looks at Alexia, just very blandly. He's like, I know that.
She's looking sure. Welcome. And then she takes a drink.
Yeah. And then she looks back at Taemin and says, that still gives no reason for why you didn't tell us that a soldier would... That gives no reason for you not telling us about a dying soldier.
Alexia says, whoa. Maybe it was a good idea. Because if he's right, then we'd be in a lot of trouble. But then again, there's 3 of us and 1 of him. But maybe he was really confident.
I understand the matter. I understand.
How confident is he? As she squints, thinking to herself.
Soraya kind of rolls her eyes. Soraya kind of rolls her eyes. It's like, no matter the level of his confidence, Taman still chose not to tell us about a dying soldier. The Admiral gave us no reason not to trust him beforehand. So
yeah,
Taman,
actually, that's a good
why?
question.
Yeah, Taman.
Why?
I'm just imagining Alexia like totally trying to talk over me and asking my exact same question.
Taman, why? Yeah, that she is. Taman, she's like, Taman. I mean, even if you had those suspicions, what would have validated those suspicions? And she looks at you and says, "Am I doing it right?"
The laughing is not in character, that's just me.
Soraya kind of places her face in one hand and just nods.
And she nods back. And then she looks back at you, serious.
I can barely hear you.
Then she looks back at you, serious, but she's trying too hard.
I'm sorry, I got distracted with laughing. What was the question again?
She asked the same question that I was asking over my voice of, why did you not tell us about the dead body? Even if you had suspicions, what would validate those suspicions?
And everybody's looking at you intently.
Even the donkey.
I was gonna say even the donkey. The donkey seems that there is something going on.
I'm just imagining that the talk to animals is still on.
Did you actually cast that?
Yeah.
I don't think we ever role-played it out.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. I guess, okay, well, it's official. You casted it, so the donkey is in on the conversation, too.
Well, I think it's more like I can understand them and they can understand me. So the donkey understands half of the conversation.
Okay, so the context is...
They don't look too happy.
oh, they don't look too happy. This doesn't look so good, man.
Can I please give a line for the donkey?
Yes, you can.
My experience with women, just give them what they want.
No, that doesn't work out. Sorry. All right.
So
I suspected the Admiral might be dangerous. My suspicions are not. What we found out does not completely align with my suspicions, but it does not invalidate them.
Okay.
So we'd probably say it, Taman would probably say it less eloquently because...
Okay,
yeah.
So, Taman basically says that it was a really good hunch. Like, I can feel it. I know. You know when you feel when something's not right, Taman says. Roll with
Soraya. I was gonna say Soraya wouldn't be satisfied with that because that's not a reason.
No. Well, yes, but we're rolling to see if that's.
I know.
Like, Taman, is that what you wanted to say?
Is that what you intended to say?
Yeah. Basically, put out the words less eloquently.
Okay.
You should say it how you think Taman would say it. I'm not gonna take control of your character.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to phrase it that is not the way that I, Martin, would phrase it.
Just, I don't know. Just be Martin. Just not as smart. Just like vocabulary. I don't know. Think of Martin, but like, I don't know, voted for Trump or something. You know? Like, I don't know, just use your imagination, my god.
I'm trying to think of it, but your talking is not letting me do that. It's distracting me from that. So, hold on.
Alright, well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna use the restroom.
Me too. Okay, I'm back. Who's here? Who's here? Nobody.
Alrighty. I am back.
Alright, I'm back.
So, Taman, what do?
The donkey says, looks like everybody's waiting. Taman? Martin, you there? Martin? Martin? Martin! 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 Martin!
Yes. Yes.
It's your turn.
Is everyone back?
Yeah.
Everyone's back.
Okay. I did not trust the Admiral. I could not fully explain why, but I thought it might be dangerous for him to learn of what happened.
Okay.
Now I think he might have done it.
Roll wisdom. Sorry.
18.
Taman,
Yes?
I want you to roll charisma with advantage. With advantage. You're not lying, but I want to see how it goes.
Well, I rolled a nat 20.
Well, shit. So you have to roll a nat 20.
Holy shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Do we roll again?
In the case of two nat 20s colliding, the sky breaks out in a storm and thunderstorms. Okay, the sky splits in two.
No, this is how it's gonna work out. I'll think of a compromise. Cause I want to give you a little love for your 20, Rachel. I was gonna say it by disadvantage, but I'm going to give you. I'll let you have your 20. So, Taman, it's very convincing. By not spilling all the details, you know that. Yeah. So, here's what you know, Soraya. You think he's being honest. You think he has, you think he's not telling the entirety of his truth, but you also think that he's he's trustworthy, but he's not telling you. I say, you know something's up, but you can trust him.
So, in the entirety of what he has said, I can tell that he is being honest and truthful and sincere. However, he's not telling the whole truth.
Yes, for a good reason. And within time, you could learn about everything.
Except for one thing. I asked him that he would tell us, or what's it called? Yeah, I asked that he would inform us of, his reasons. I guess I have to take that. I was gonna say, because before we get back to the red cards is when I wanted to find out, his full reasoning. But anyway.
Overall, you still trust him.
Yeah. So I don't think he's a danger, but I still need... Yeah, so Soraya wouldn't see him as a danger, but she knows she needs to learn more. Or at least would have the innate desire to know more.
You think that Tammin has this particularly good intuition amongst them, and whether that might be from knowledge or his own instincts of being a ranger. It's one or the other.
Got it.
How do you feel about that, Tammin?
She trusts me and is willing to wait till later to hear my story. I think I'm feeling relieved.
Okay, well, you better use that time to figure out what the heck and how the heck you're gonna tell me when the time comes. Please.
Good roll, Martin. Good roll. You should probably think about that when you're at work.
Alright, anyway. I guess with that determination of the role, Soraya would still kind of, have narrowed eyes, but then just silently turn back towards the bridge, not really saying anything.
Alright, so Lexi says, alright, well that's a plan. So, nightfall happens. No, it's sunset. You guys move to the...
Really? Oh, okay.
What?
I was gonna... Yeah, I was gonna wait and ask if the boy woke up at any point in the afternoon.
He wakes up in the afternoon.
Okay. I would have taken the opportunity to go down to him and ask him how he was doing.
He says he's doing better, but he just wants to sleep more.
What was that? I didn't hear that.
He's feeling much better, but he just wants to sleep more.
I give a nod and say that I'll be nearby. And I make sure that he eats and drinks.
He eats and drinks.
Good.
Sunset's coming. What do you do? This is before sunset.
How far before how long before sunset?
I'd say about an hour before sunset.
Mm. Soraya would take the opportunity to go down to the boy to ask him if he feels, comfortable enough to, start heading towards the other town. And still telling Alexia, you know, same plan as before with the rings and the just emergency teleport out of there plan as I go down to him.
Okay, so she gets it.
Okay.
He says that, after like 8 hours of sleep? Something. He says that he could probably make it, go to the south town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was basically first bit of morning, so that's...
He asked if he can take some more food.
Besides well, I gave him enough food for the whole day, and the ration which lasts for a day, like a full day. It's not a single meal.
Okay. He says there's a 2 days travel to the next town south. It's a longer travel. The closest town is the town east.
Got it. Soraya nods, but asks again, you know, do you feel comfortable enough to start walking towards that town now?
It's a little bit nervous. It says if I get going now, I probably don't have to worry.
Okay, so she says that she'll be right back with another ration, and at that point is when let's see. Yeah, that's the point where they would need to leave, but yeah, basically relays that, you know, I can give you another ration, and I would suggest, you know...
But he says he would really rather just stay with the Will-O-Wisps for the night.
Oh, I thought they were all around in the forest. Because I encountered some in the forest, so...
Do you tell this to him?
Oh yeah, I say, you know, oh, I'm sorry, I thought that, you know, there were some in the forest, because I believe I saw some before. Like, I've seen them in the forest before.
Well, this particular forest is plentiful of willows. There may be some, but this forest is in an old battlefield, and there's a lot of Will-O-Wisps here.
I could see why you'd want to stay here then. That's completely understandable. Very well. You can leave as you please then. You know this area better than I. But I will... we must... Yeah, as I've said before, we must get back to our master with the items we gathered. Or the items that we got in town. So yeah. Wait, what?
He's understood. He understands.
Okay. So she says that she'll be right back with the second day of ration. Yeah.
Okay.
So goes up to the camp.
She's at the camp. She's back, boys.
It is now midnight. We should probably close off soon.
Yeah, so I'm trying to wrap this up as quickly as I can. So grabs the ration with all intentions of going back down there, and just I look back at Alexia and saying, you know, same plan as before. Mm-hmm. My thought is, you know, let's just leave once I get back here. Mm-hmm. And then and then Soraya goes back down and gives him the ration.
Okay. It says thank you.
You're very welcome, brother.
I hope one day I can pay a visit to you to properly thank you.
It would be good to see a friendly face in the future as well. She kind of smiles. And thank you for informing me about the Oni.
Please, don't say you heard it from me.
I won't. Though I do have one more question
Mhm.
about them. What do they look like? Onis, I mean.
When they're not like other people,
Correct.
thinks for a little bit. Says they glow. They have unnatural color skin. They're they don't have an ordinary size. They sometimes they're sometimes they're our size, sometimes they're much bigger. But when they're in their true form, they have small little horns on their head, sharp teeth, wide mouths, and eyes that pierce the night.
Soraya nods and just looks like she's kind of committing it to memory. Says, "Thank you. I will keep that in mind, and also be sure to tell my servants of that as well, to keep an eye out for something of that nature."
Be careful, they hunt in the dark and well, they like to hunt children.
I'm sorry, your voice is kind of cutting out there. You said children?
Yes, they also like to hunt children.
Soraya gets a very
Depending.
serious.
I mean, he says most of the time, Oni's just, do whatever, but this Oni that was in the message, he's a particular one, a strange one.
Is there... Oh.
No, you didn't hear from me, but, I mean, I had to look into it a little while back, and, well, he leans over to me and says, hopefully it's not, but there is a very powerful Oni out there. The Oni of Onis. He's known as Ibuki. He might be the one that might have attacked the offering, because only Ibuki is the smartest, most devious Oni out there. He's not like any other Oni. He's also the strongest. There's still a lot to know about him, but we just know that he's different. He's been out there for almost... Some say he might have been here for the past 500 years.
Soraya nods and asks,
chances are it's not him, but it might be him.
Soraya has a serious look on her face and nods and kind of asks, is there any, weaknesses that are known? Is there anything to ward them off away?
Hold on, I'm actually gonna look at some more.
And then also asking a subsequent question of, and where did you happen upon this knowledge, this research? And if it's any help, from what I know about Japanese Oni, they only go after children that are outside of their homes after dark.
The classic obey your parents or you monster.
Yeah, basically the boogeyman of Japan.
He says, no particular weaknesses. No, you don't have any vulnerabilities of the short. It's just, it's all in playing mind games with them. Just knowing what they want and trapping them. Most of them, they're just, they're just like any common animal. You just set the bait and you trap them. Ibuki is different. I heard that he's different.
Soraya nods.
He's never the hunted. He's always the hunter. And even those who hunt him, they always realize that he's the one hunting them, not the other way around. Some say that if you're hunted by Ibuki, give up. He's the Oni of Onis.
Soraya nods. And then she also asked the question about the about where he got the research or where he learned this.
And he looks at you, and he's looking away. He says, and he says, I like to look at the letters.
I'm sorry.
I like to read the documents that I sometimes get, even though I'm not supposed to.
She kind of goes, understood. And then she, gives a nod.
They don't want to release this information because they're afraid that it might
cause a panic.
Everybody knows about Ibuki. They just don't know where he's at. Until the Empire's ready to face him or able to handle him, they will keep most of the information secret.
Understood.
They don't want people to be witch hunted. Sometimes when Onis come out, people die by accident. People get killed by accident.
Soraya nods and
Ibuki uses this. He knows this. He's the smartest.
Soraya nods, still having a kind of serious look on her face before and making sure he had everything, and then bowing and saying, sorry. Thank you for this information. I will take it to heart, and I will not inform anyone of where I got this, or of who told me this.
If anything's true, if anything, just like no one really knows what Ibuki is. It's just or his agenda or his plans. But I will say, if you ever encounter him and you defeat him, you'll be heroes.
And she nods. I will also keep that in mind. Safe travels, brother.
He needs more heroes. Thank you.
Let's see. I was trying to think of something else. Anyway, all right. Soraya goes back to the camp.
Hey boys, she's back. Look who's back.
All right, what
She's
time is it
looking at
now?
the donkey, and she's looking at the donkey, and she's like grabbing its head. It's like, she's back.
Soraya kind of just rolls her eyes and kind of looks at the sky. What time is it now? Like sunset?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess with that we go home.
It was as it's sunset. You notice someone walking down the road.
I make sure that I motion for everyone to be out of sight and quiet.
Tammin,
Okay.
you following this?
Yep.
Like, do not engage sort of thing.
All right. So you notice. I'm gonna say it's the woman from last time. She looks pretty. You see this beautiful woman? She's pretty innocent. Just walking down the road. She has a glaive with her.
A what?
She has a glaive with her. A halberd.
Glaive.
Naginata.
What? What? What?
Soraya would just be watching. She wouldn't know. Seems odd for a Dean to be carrying such a weapon, though. A woman at that, not armor-clad.
Yeah, that's right. So she's walking down. She passes you guys. He knows that her eyes are gold.
You are freaking out.
Okay.
Urge to protect rising.
Now the boy's not at the bridge. He's in the forest.
Okay.
She goes up to the bridge. And she surveys the area. Looking around. You notice that she kneels down and pats the area. Now, how far can you see?
Well, if it's sunset right now, then there's still, a pretty good amount of light.
Okay.
So I'd be able to, so I guess wherever I would be, so long as I'm not behind, so long as a tree is not directly in front of me, or a hill is not direct, so long as there's no obstruction, I should be able to see the bridge just fine.
Okay. So she's surveying the area. She's kneeled down, she's patting the ground. And she's putting her finger to her lips. She's got this curious look. And then let me see. How hard would it be for you? Actually, I have to roll. How deep are you guys into the into the forest? Like, I guess 30 feet, 60 feet. What?
I would have made sure it was enough to where the boy wouldn't be able to see us. So basically,
20
we can see them, but I guess I'd safely say 30 feet.
Okay, 30 feet.
Just however much, we felt was comfortable enough to not be seen by the boy. Assuming he's on the bridge, there's a good amount of distance for the field, there's the tree line, then there's foliage and all that.
Well, let's see. What was she doing? What is she doing?
She is
I'm
tasting the
talking to
dirt.
myself. She comes up to the tree line to where the boy is. See that she's looking and surveying the area. See if you see that there are will-o-wisps about here and there, just twinkling.
Over there?
Yeah, and actually in your area too, just here and there. And then
I would like to speak to to whatever will-o-wisp is closest to me.
go ahead.
I say, brother, there is a, I'm trying to role play it out, whatever the terminology is, dear brother, there is a, precious brother, a young brother of ours going through this forest. Please pass the message along to, offer safe travel for him. He needs safe travel, for he is, there is someone after him. And I kind of point to the direction he went and say, he went down that path. Could you please, could you please tell your brothers?
Like
you know.
it's like,
You know.
She looks,
You know.
and the light twinkles a bit and says, "Yeah, sure."
Most casual will-o-wisp ever. Okay.
Yeah, sure. So, okay, man, well, the protectability and like goes away.
Okay.
And
All right. Okay. Carry on.
All right. So the woman looks around, and she walks across the bridge.
Away from us.
Yes. You don't see her anymore.
Okay. So once I saw her go out of sight on the other side of the bridge, or basically on the other side of the clearing. Now, is this towards the boy or just because it was basically it was the bridge and then three directions.
Okay.
West, south, east.
You
We're on the east side.
Well,
The boy went south.
You definitely. Actually, roll perception.
I'd be able to tell which road she went down.
Okay. Well, she did. She actually just went invisible.
In which direction?
She's gone. As soon as she got to the bridge, she disappeared.
Mm. Noted. With that, then, Soraya would try to get everyone over a hill or just further into the tree line more before, speaking, and then just say, let's go to the red. We need to go home now. Just very serious.
Oh, Lexi says, "Gotcha. Ready?" She puts out her hands. She spits on them and she puts out her hands. She looks at you guys. She looks at you, Taman. She looks at you, Soraya. She looks at the donkey. She's really next to she's really close to the donkey.
Holding the donkey. She'd have to be.
With her arm.
Yeah, with her arm. Soraya grabs her thumb.
She looks at you, she goes, hmm. And she looks at you, Taman. Taman? Morin!
Sorry. I'm starting to drift off. I'm sorry.
All right, well, we're almost done. For real this time.
So what was happening?
We're grabbing
You're in
Alexia's
battle.
hand.
You're about roll initiative. Roll initiative.
We're grabbing Alexia's hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But make
So
sure
do you
roll
do you grab her hand or not?
You have to roll
Sure.
initiative. Roll initiative.
No.
Yeah.
No, she
Yeah?
no, he doesn't.
Roll initiative. Roll initiative. What do you get?
Are you serious or silly?
He's
Roll
silly.
initiative. Roll initiative. Come on. It's your turn. Okay, what do you do?
Do you grab Alexia's hand or not?
Yes. Or do that thing.
You got spit on your hands now. You feel a hot loogie between your hand and her hand.
Okay. I also rolled a 2 on initiative, just so you know.
What do you get?
So it'd be plus dexterity modifier plus half level, right?
Yeah, but you know it's too late. You already grabbed since you already called it.
I'm imagining that Taman would have been like half yawning and just tired.
All right.
Anyway.
All right. So, rolling for teleportation.
Why do you have to roll? She said it was fine.
Everything's fine. Nothing bad ever happens.
She said it would be fine. She has
Tens and ones.
what does that
Yeah,
mean?
you're fine. You teleport back to base.
Good.
Good. It says, "We're home. Told you guys I'd make it."
Soraya just takes the rein of the donkey and heads to the house. And I just give a thumbs up. Good job, Alexia.
And we'll end it on this last note. Torbjorn's there. No, just kidding. Not Torbjorn.
Torbjorn?
No. What's his name?
Who's Torbjorn?
When you get inside the house, okay. What's it called?
Don't you dare say it.
What? Benwin?
No,
Who you thinking?
just never mind. Say what you were gonna say.
Who's the other dwarf?
Thornton?
Thornton. No, not Thornton. That's Josh's character. The other one.
Yeah, that's. That would be Orden.
Orden. When you arrive, Orden's there. And we're not gonna say how that encounter's going out, but Orden's
Exactly.
there. Orden's there, and you do notice a island floating in the sky. And we'll end.
All right.
Yeah. Orden made it. Orden made it.
What were there doubts?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because last we ran into him was the mainland.
Yeah, so he took the long way there.
Got it. And I'm trying to remember who we said was dead.
We'll figure that out.
All right. I know he said that Gordon was captured, supposedly, or his team was missing, but pretty sure he said someone else was dead. But anyway.
Yes.
All right.
All right. GG. I know you didn't. You seemed pretty invested in the story, so you didn't say what you wanted to get off, Rachel.
Right. I know.
But now we're up to 100%. You guys level up for sure.
Finally.
Everybody levels up. Everybody. Alexia,
Fine.
Soraya, and Taman.
And the donkey.
And the donkey. Fuck it, I'll give it to the donkey. And the snake. And the snake. Everybody levels up.
All right. And for the record, just so it's easy for quick reference, at the end of the audio, Soraya would be having every intention to talk to Alexia and Taman about the information regarding the Oni.
Got it. All right, cool. All right, stopping recording.